Dude Perfect, or really just a normal office.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. There's my spotlight. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Oh, all right, we got some energy. Yeah. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you. Our actors need to hear that. Get some energy in here. Happy Palm Sunday to everyone. And welcome back to Delone. Welcome to any alumni, faculty, staff, families. We're just so happy to have you here, especially as we, close out our fantastic weekend so far. I have to just pause and thank a bunch of people. In fact, I have more people than what's on my little list here. Without them, none of this would be possible, right? We're making some magic here of our fairy forest that you're about to see. And we couldn't do that without the creative help of many, many people. So I just want to take a moment to list them. So thank you first and foremost to Jen Moaning. I know I've been embarrassing her every single night. And I'm going to keep doing it. Jen was in charge of all of our art and our creative forest displays here, as well as some of the specialty costumes that you'll see behind me, which are really super cool. So we really have to thank Jen for her creativity and making things work. Sometimes we were like, well, I want to do something that looks like this, but we weren't really sure how to get there. So it was a lot of brainstorming, and I really couldn't have done it without her. Mr. Joe Staub, my right-hand man, who's back here operating lights, and who did a wonderful job with all of our very unique lighting displays. If you notice, I might be like giving something away here, but you'll notice in A Midsummer's Night Dream, there are two distinct worlds, right? We have the human world and we have the fairy world. And every time you have a fairy entering, right, in order to help you, the audience, to understand or to see that they are from a different world, Mr. Joe has made the lights change a little bit. So keep an eye out for those lighting cues to help us with that, entering into that kind of magic. Miss Marilyn Lopes, who helped with all of our hair and makeup. Mr. Joel Reiner, who helped set up our sound, Mrs. Julia Furman, who helped with all of our advertising and just keeping us afloat. We have so much to thank her for. Dream Rights Creative, who helped with some of our other costuming. Our Delone faculty, who supplied their Christmas trees to us. It was like Christmas in almost Easter, which was great. And then also Danielle and Will Smith, who are operating our live stream today, which is the first time ever. We're making some Delone theater history today, that we're able to live stream Shakespeare and bring that to a wider community. And if you're watching, thank you. We're happy you're here too. So a little bit of background. Shakespeare, who is he? Why is he still so important to us today? Why do we still teach him today? If I had to put this in one word, Shakespeare is human. And he presents to us human characters who have human problems. Who out there has ever been in love, or maybe in love with the wrong person? We'll see this on stage today, that love can make things complicated, or in Shakespeare's own words, the course of true love never did run smooth. Sometimes love is difficult. Love is a sacrifice. We'll see that especially on Friday with it being Good Friday, right? The Passion of our Lord. That love hurts sometimes. And sometimes we need a little bit of help, right, to understand that. And that's where the whole fairies come in, right? Our fairy world sometimes meddle within our human world and make things a little bit more complicated, I would say. But in other times, it gives us great clarity, right? There's things outside of our control that we never really know. And I think Shakespeare gives us that kind of excuse with the fairies, that they come into this story, a story of love that's sort of twisted. In the first scene, what you're going to see is that Hermia has fallen in love with Lysander. But in this day and age, Hermia and a lot of other girls of nobility were already promised to someone else, right? So she is supposed to be marrying Demetrius, who does not love her, but has also fallen somewhat for a lovely maid named Helena, who has fallen head over heels in love with him. So we have this whole love, I guess, square going on, not so much a triangle because there's 4 lovers. And that's when things get kind of tangled up. The other great thing that we have in this comedy is that it's funny. It's a comedy. Shakespeare can write lots of tragedies that were heart-wrenching. I mean, Hamlet for one. And he knew great tragedy with the death of his son, Hamnet, right? Which if you saw the movie, I haven't seen it yet, so don't spoil it for me, okay? So when we see this happening, that's where the fairies come in and kind of make things better to some degree after a little bit of mischief in the woods, a little bit of laughter, all right? So enough of me talking. Please, I invite you to laugh and to enjoy this production. A couple of housekeeping things. We will have about a 10 to 15 minute intermission after Act 2. If you're looking for a bathroom, you're going to go out through the band room and all the way down that long hallway right where you came. The bathrooms are in the lobby. Also, just so you're aware, we should have these aisles cleared. This one on my left, your right, and then this one over here, right in front of the steps, just because we have a few actors that will be interacting with you, audience members, and running through. So just be aware if you see any actors to hopefully not get in their way. All right, I think that's everything, probably. Let's turn off the show. Thank you for being here.
Oh, that's fine. Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but how methinks, how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp.
Yes, my liege.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, but I will wed thee in another key. With pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
So please your grace, a noble gentleman wishes to speak with you.
Happy be our renowned Duke Theseus.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. This man, my noble lord, hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, with cunning has thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. Be it so that my daughter will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine. I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman. So is Lysander. In himself he is, but in this kind wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would, but my father looked with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty. In such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, sweet Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, and examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can live as a nun, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns at the cold, fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, ere my virgin pen up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke. My soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new day, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, upon everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy grace title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and all that is mine I do estate unto him. And as Hermia is mine, I do instate all my right of her unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, my fortunes every way as fairly ranked. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love with Nido's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard as much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit the fancies of your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love. Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business.
With duty and desire we follow you. Hear you the words of our gracious Duke. You becloud my name before the court. Consider it an aberrant shame to cause your father such distress in his old age.
Aegeus!
How now, my love? Why are your cheeks so pale? How chanced the roses there do fade so fast?
Be like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear, by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged, too young.
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the cloudy night, that in an instant unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man have power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever crossed, it stands as an edict in our destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross. As due to love is thoughts, dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as an only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us.
My good Lysander,
If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the woods where I did meet thee once, there I will stay for thee.
I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow, by that which knits his souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, by all the vows that men have ever broke, more than women ever spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Oh, look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air. Were that world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, you no more shall see my face. Lysander myself shall fly this place. And in the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell. He hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve ourselves from lovers' food till tomorrow, deep midnight.
I will, my love. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, folding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys in games themselves forswear. So the boy love was perjured everywhere. But ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, for it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here are the scrolls of every man's name as thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on. Then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you.
Answers I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready.
Name what part I am for, and proceed.
Nick Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms.
Francis.
I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of praising
Fran.
gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play, woman. I have a beard coming along.
You will play it in a mask and speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisne, Thisne.
Ah, Pyramus, lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
Tom Snout, you must play Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, the lion's part. And I hope here's a play well fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? I pray you, if it be, please give it to me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for there's nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar, that I will do any man's heart good to hear me roar. I will roar, that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You'd fright the Duchess and ladies that they would shriek, and that would be enough to hang us all.
That would hang us all, every mother's son. I grant you, friends, that if we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you toward any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus! For Pyramus is a sweet faced man, a proper man, as one would see in a summer's day. A most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Aye, what you will.
I will play it in your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrain beard, or your French crown color beard, your perfect yellow.
You will play it bare-faced. Now, masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, the perfect adieu.
At the Duke's Oak, we meet.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through brush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. I must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou love of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she is her attendant hath. A lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forests wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
If I not mistake your shape in making quite, you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow, those that hobgoblin called you in sweet puck. You shall do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wander of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal, and sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks she cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth than knees and swear, a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And where's that he was gone?
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland.
I would never.
Playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida? Tell me, why art thou here? A guest that Theus is come, who must be wedded and you roused to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night, and make him break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached isle of the sea, to dance in our ring to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds piping to us in vain have made pelting rain and overflowing rivers so proud that they have overborne the land.
You come to amend it?
The human mortals want their winter here. No night, no dawn is now with hymn or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, pale in her anger, washes all the air. Rheumatic diseases do abound, and through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts far in the fresh sap of the crimson rose, the sweet odor of the summer buds is as in mockery set. The summer, the spring, the chiding autumn, the angry winter change their wonted lives. The amazed knows not which is which. And these progeny of evils comes from our debate, our dissension. We are the parents and the originals.
'Tis fair and right to count ourselves to blame. Do you amend it then, for it lies in you. Why should Titania cross Sir Oberon? I do but beg an Indian boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and her being mortal of that boy did die. And for her sake I do rear up her child, and for her sake I will not part from him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round, go with us, and see our moonlight revels. If not, shun me, and I will spare you your haunts.
Give me the child, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom! Fairies away! You shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove, till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since I once sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and the stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not. Flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed, loosed his love shaft from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. The bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, this herb I shewed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and the juice of it put in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it lion or bear or wolf or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue with the soul of love. But who comes here? I'm invisible. I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not.
Where is Hermia and Lysander? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. And here am I, hence, get thee gone. Follow me no more.
My heart is true as steel. Leave here your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow thee.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not, rather in plainest truth, I do not. Nor I cannot love you.
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on thee. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege.
I'll run from thee and hide me in the breaks.
This wood lacks worlds of company. For you and my respect are all the world. For how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
So the wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Make speed to catch the tiger, bootless speed, when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. For if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief, by Demetrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal upon my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wood and were not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of a hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he does leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where tulips and the nodding violet grows. With quite over-canopied with luscious wood, there lies Titania sometime of this night, lulled in with flowers and dances and delight. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A young Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Put thou some of it in his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Meet me thou here ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now around in a fairy song. Recite to me that I may sleep. Then to your offices and let me rest. Come, boy, sit by me. Fear not, though Oberon may jest, you will be safe within our fairy nest.
You spotted double-tongued snakes, spiky hedgehogs, you newts and blindworms do no wrong. Come now near our fairy queen.
Fill the land with melody, crickets hum sweet lullaby. Never harm, nor spell, nor charm, come not near our fairy queen.
Weaving spiders, come not near. Beetles black, approach not near. Worm that are snailed, do no offense. Come not near our fairy queen.
She sleeps.
Fairies, away! Come, sweet child, and the moonlight will play.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take, love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thine eye thou shalt appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the woods, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. Molest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank shall rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes its meaning in love's confines. I mean, that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we might make of it. For lying so, gentle Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily, but for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy life ne'er alter, till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer I say. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night in silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise the Athenian maid. And here, the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayers, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel through Demetrius. Do as a monster, fly from my presence thus. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will, for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Oh, where is Demetrius? How fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. Would thou he love your Hermia, Lord, what thou? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No. I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I never did, no, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye? But you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do. In such a disdainful manner me to woo. But fare thee well, perforce I must confess. I thought you lord of more true gentleness.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathings to my stomach brings. And all my powers address my love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! I mean, for pity! What a dream was here! Lysander, look how I quake with fear! Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what removed? Lysander? Lord? What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak! Speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I will perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you, I'll find immediately.
We are going to take a 10-minute intermission. If you need to use the restrooms, they are located in the lobby. Thank you.
Your father knows about saving money. Everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
And I just saved on my car insurance for driving safe with USAA.
Auto insurance that flexes with you.
Keep the fit.
That's what we're made for.
From idea to submission, empower students to do their best work with Grammarly's comprehensive AI writing assistance. What if they could jumpstart ideas for any assignment? What if they could be more transparent about their text sources? What if they could check for plagiarism in AI-generated text before they submit? What if they could cite sources instantly? What if they could get real-time feedback? Prepare students for an AI connect.
All right, if you could please take your seats. We are about to enter back into our magical forest for Act 3. Enjoy.
Are we all met?
Here's a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. Why, this green plot shall be our stage, and we will do it in action, as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, Boy Bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself with, which the ladies cannot abide. How you answer that?
A parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device that will make all well. Write me a prologue, and let this prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom, the weaver. This will put them out of fear.
We have such a prologue.
Will the ladies not be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among the ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearsome wild fowl than your living lion, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the neck of the lion, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would entreat you, or I would request you, not to fear, not to tremble. I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is Snug, the joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things, that is to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meets by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar! A calendar! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine at night.
Why, then you may leave open thy chamber window where we play, open, and the moon may shine in.
Aye, or else one must come in with a torch or a lantern, a flame, and say that he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. To bring a wall into a great chamber, for you know, Pyramus and Thisbe speak through a chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down and rehearse your parts.
What have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What, a play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, speak. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors. Odors.
Odors. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you. For you must understand, he goes but to see a noise I heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninny's tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You say your part, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is passed. It is never tire.
Oh. As truest horse, that yet may never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Pray, fight, help! I'll follow you. I'll lead you about a round. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound. A hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire. And neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn at each and every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them, to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. Do what they will, I will walk up and down here. And I will sing to show that I am not afraid. Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining like I'm born to.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, and mine eye is much enthralled to thy shape. On the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, there is little reason for that.
But thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here with me. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I will send the fairies to attend unto thee, and thou, like an airy spirit, I will purge thy mortal grossness. Peas blossom, moth, mustard seed.
Ready. And I. And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Pluck the wings from the painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail. Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Peas blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peabod, your father. I shall require you a further acquaintance. Your name I beseech you, good sir.
Mustard seed.
Good, Master Mustard Seed.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon methinks with a watery eye. Tie up my love's tongue and bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote upon in extremity. Ah, here comes a messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love, near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. The shallowest thickskin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take, an ass's snout I fixed on his head, so at his sight away his fellows fled. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked afore she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander, being o'er shoes in blood, plunge the deep, and kill me too, it cannot be thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should a murder look, and so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Ouch, you dog! Thou drivest me past the bounds of man's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth, never be numbered among men. Once tell me true, even for my sake.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me that he is well then.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me no more? If from thy hated presence part I so, see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. That bankrupt's leaf doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure I shall pay. If force tender here, I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy mistake must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true.
Then fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens seek thou find. All heart sick is she, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see that thou bring her here.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery. Sink an apple of his eye, what his love he doth espy. May she shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. If thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then will two at once woo one? That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her over?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her over.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what shall I compare thine eyes? Thy lips, thy kissing cherries, oh tempting grow. When thou hold up thy hand, oh let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell, I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I know you hate me with your hearts.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know, I know.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest sojourned. Now, home to Helen, it is returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith, thou must not know, lest to thy peril and abide, dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night that from the eye's function takes, thou art not by mine eye. Lysander found, but why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should I stay when love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who is far more splendid in the night than all your fiery woes and eyes of light? Why seekest thou me?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me in this foul derision? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Is all that we have forgot? All childhood friendships, childhood innocent, all school days? Oh, have you forgotten? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, but I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems you scorn me.
Did you not send Lysander to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious and celestial? But by your setting on, was it by your consent? Would thou I be not so in grace as you, so well hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I persevere, give counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life, I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, Withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where do you tend to all this?
Away! Away, you leech!
No, he'll break loose. Come now, be a man and draw if you love her so.
Hang off, thou bear! Thou vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love, out, 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 loathed medicine, hated potion, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, soothe, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I had your word, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I will not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What greater harm can you do me than hate? Hate me, wherefore, oh me. What news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are not you Lysander?
I, and by my life, never did despise to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me. You juggler. You canker blossom. You thief of love. What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, ill faith. Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so, eh? That way goes the game, because I am so dwarfish and so low. How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that thy nails can reach into thine eyes!
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me!
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little!
Get you gone, you toadstool, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious. Do not speak of Helena.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of mine or thine is most in Helena.
Yea, I'll follow thee cheek by jowl.
You mistress, all this toil is for you.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away!
And know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still, thou mistakest, or else committedst thine knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, overcast the night, with drooping fog as black as Archeron, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one may not come within another's way. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor has this virtuous property, to take from thence all air with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. And then back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. While eyes in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then from charmed eye I shall release, from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste. At your approach, ghosts wandering here and there, troop home to churchyards. Damned spirits, all that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest days should look their shames upon. They will flee themselves exile from light.
But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning have oft made sport, yet haste notwithstanding, make no delay. We shall effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I'm feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Demetrius, speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again, thou runaway, thou coward. Art thou fled? Speak in some bush. Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars and wilt not come. Come, recreant, come, thou child. I'll whip thee with the rod he is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before, and yet still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, and faster did he fly. That fallen am I, in dark, uneven way. And here I will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, show me thy gray light. I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Oh, coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot. Thou runs before me, shifting every place, nor stand or look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mocks me, faintest constrainth me, to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, looks to be visited.
Abate thy hour, shine comforts from the east that I back to Athens by daylight. From these that my poor company detest, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me away from mine own company.
Yet but 3? Come one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so woe, but dabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl or further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I shall rest until the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. In the country proverb known, that every man shall have his own, in waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
And stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where is Peas Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Moth?
Ready.
Give me your hand, good Monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing, good Monsieur, but to help Peas Blossom to scratch. I must to the barber's. Methinks I am marvelously hairy about the face, and I am but a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, I could munch your good, dry oats. Methinks I have a desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or 2 of dried peas, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be always away. Still doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist the female ivy. So enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee. Oh, how I dote thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for she hath rounded his hairy temples with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. While I at my pleasure had taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her boy child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to take him to my bower in fairyland. And now that I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of the eyes. My gentle Puck, come hither. Take the transformed scalp off of this Athenian swain, that he, returning back to Athens when the others do, may all think of this night's accidents as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I shall release my queen. Now, wake you, Titania, my sweet queen.
My Oberon! What visions I have seen! Methought I was in love with an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how I loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music, ho, music! Charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me. Tomorrow midnight solemnly we shall dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bring it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night, that here sleeping I was found with all these mortals on the ground.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy? To sleep I hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot surely say how I came here.
Enough, enough! You have heard enough. I beg the law upon their heads. They would have stolen away, they would. Demetrius, what say you?
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them, in fancy fair Helena following me. My good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love for Hermia melted as the snow. The object and pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. Now, I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse, we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn, our proposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, to hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable.
Methinks I see things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks. And methinks I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are we awake? It seems, yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yeah, and my father.
Aunt Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let us recount our dreams on the way.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer.
Hi-ho! Peter Quince, Flute the bellows mender, Snout the tinker, Snarveling. God's my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. Methought I was... There is no man can tell what methought I was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of a play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, what these lovers speak of."
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains and such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Ruminate then, in the night, imagining some fear. How easy is a bush, suppose it a bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all of their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, engrossed to something of great constancy, yet so strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masque shall we have, what dances? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play? Call Philostrate.
Here, my mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What masque? What music?
There is a brief how many sports there are, right. Take choice of what your highness will hear first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. That I have told my love, and glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was played when I, from Thebes, last came a conqueror. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and strange, wondrous snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
There is a play some 10 words long, my lord, which is as brief as I've known a play to be, but for 10 words it is far too long.
How doth it come by this title, a very tragical mirth?
There is not one word apt to describe, for in it is very doth tragical. Pyramus kills himself, which I must admit, when I saw performed, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears have never fallen.
And what are they that doth play it?
The hard-working Athenian men of Athens, who, until this point, have never thought harder in their minds.
And we will hear it.
No, my lord. There is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, which are cruelly conned and filled with cruel pain.
I will hear that play. For never anything could be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
But, oh, my dear Theseus, I love not to see wretchedness or charged in duty in her service perishing.
Why, my gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kinder are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it and might not merit. Trust me, sweet, out of this silence yet I picked a welcome, and in modesty of fearful duty, I speak as much as from the rattling tongue.
The prologue is addressed, my lord.
He may approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill that we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill is the true beginning of our end. All for your delight, we are not here, but rather the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you would like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not the stop.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, this be certain. This man doth present wall, that vile wall, which did these lovers sunder, and through all chink. Poor souls, they're content to whisper. This man presenteth moonshine, for, if you know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather, did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, and Lion, vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely boasts his boiling, bloody breast. And Thisbe, tearing in mulberry shade, he staggered through and died. For all the rest, let Lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, well here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord, when one lion may, many asses do.
In the same interlude it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly.
It is the wittiest partition ever I heard. Discourse, my lord.
Silence! Pyramus draws near the wall.
O grim-looked night, O night with hue so black, O night which ever art when day is not. O night, alack, 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall through whom I see no bliss, curse thy stones for deceit.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse back.
No. In truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I'm to spy her through the wall. You shall see. Yonder she comes.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace.
And I like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Kiss me through the whole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Now the mural is down between the two neighbors.
No wonder, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amends them. Here come two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that doth creep upon the floor, perchance do quake and tremble here, when lion in wildest rage doth roar. Know that I, once snug the joiner am, no lion fell, no else nor lion's dam. If I, as lion, should come and strive into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very, gentle beast, with a good conscience.
The very best at a beast I ever saw, my lord.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion. It is well. Let's leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lantern doth the horn present, myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error over all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not come for the candle.
I am aweary of this moon. What he would change.
Proceed, moon.
All I have to say is this. The lantern is the moon, and I the man in the moon.
Why, for all these should be in the lantern, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Roar!
Ah! Ah!
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe?
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion?
And so the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee now for shining so bright, for by thy gracious golden glittering gleams I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Come, fates, come! Approach, ye furies fell, cut thread and thrum, quell, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore, O nature, didst thou lion's frame, since the lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out sword and wound the pap of Pyramus. Aye, that left pap where heart doth hop. Thus, die. Thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die.
No die, but an ace, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover. And prove an ass.
But how chances Moonshine gone before Thisbe returns and finds her lover?
Shh. She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Quite dumb? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. Lovers make moan, his eyes were green as leeks. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbrue. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu.
Now Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
I and Wall too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Would it please you to see the epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excused, for when all the players are dead, there needs none to be blamed. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight we hold in this solemnity of nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task fordone. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, everyone lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide, and we fairies that do run. But I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house a gathering light, by the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar, and this ditty after me sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
They are conversing. May we have our lovely, lovely directors come forth.
All right. And we also have some very special things to give out. Mr. Joe, could you hold my flowers? Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. I have a few people I'd like to recognize super quick. Thank you, audience, for holding off here for a moment. First, we have been honored, okay, I'm going to scoot this over a smidgen. Ooh, that looks interesting. There's some good stuff in there, I can tell. I'm going to have fun with that later. We have been so honored to have someone on this stage have their debut, make their first appearance on stage. So the first person that I would like to recognize, excusez-moi, is our lovely changeling boy, Camille. And then, with our firsts, we also have someone to recognize who has been here for, did I get this right? Maybe I shouldn't say the years. I think it's over 25 years, who has helped us to publicize and put on all of our shows. Mrs. Julia Furman, I know you're down there. I'm going to come find you. Mrs. Furman does so much for us. This is a small token of our appreciation. Thank you. And now, the moment they've all been waiting for, we have 9 seniors who are going to be leaving us very shortly here in May. And I could cry, I'm not going to. If you cry first, I might start. So we're going to start off with our dear Lysander, Timothy Martz. Thank you, Tim. And we pray that you keep the arts alive as you leave Delone. Next, I have our fairy king, Andre Dang. Here you go, Andre. Thank you. Whew. I'm gonna get tired here, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna make some running here back and forth. All right, and finally, out of our gentleman here, Colin Kuhn. From Aladdin to now. Yeah. I'm gonna miss you. And now for our lovely, lovely ladies, I have our fairy queen. Let's just take the whole, maybe I should grab this. Thank you. Amaya Sharp. Remember your first role ever? Yeah? No? Oh. This is very special for me because these were my guys. I've had them all 4 years. I'm going to miss them. We also want to honor Jackie Martinez. She was our lighting back there, and she's not here today. So let's give it up for Jackie. Woo! We'll make sure she gets her flowers in 4th period on Tuesday. And Callie. So many seniors. Oh, my goodness. Dear Brooke. And last but not least, our lovely puck, Layla Moaning. Oh, and one more. Come on down. Where are you? Kathy Donnelly. Kathy, you get a big one. Look at this one. Gonna be golden.
Thank you, Miss Crockett.
Of course. You're very welcome. Let's give it one more round of applause for all of our seniors. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, and I do think seniors that Mrs. Furman would like to get a senior photo with you. So that's it, folks. Thank you so much. So we're going to probably gather right here if all the seniors would come over this way. Jackson, you can turn on the house lights. Thank you. And everyone have a wonderful, wonderful Easter next week. Thank you so much. Okay.
But Maria actually figured it out.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for being honest.